Welcome to the third episode of Atomic Pumpkin. I'm Keenan.
I'm Gianna.
And this is Yummy. This episode we created a huge spider, kind of a monster spider. I don't know if it's quite as big as the pumpkin, but it seemed a lot easier for some reason, but
yeah,
oddly enough. Anyway, enjoy the video.
All right, so I started out with getting punch balloons from Dollar Tree. And this is the butt of the spider. And then I will use the other punch balloon to make the head, and I'll blow it up a little bit smaller. And I used Spider-Man balloons. Total coinky dink.
That's all Dollar Tree had.
Well, there were Mickey ones too, just in case we pop them. You know, I just got 2 packs. Here's one of our gremlins.
We have to have cardboard down or she'll be upset.
She loves cardboard. Keenan made her bed.
Yeah.
So anyway, I poked a hole through that foam. The rubber band's attached to the balloons. I taped to the other side of the foam to keep it stable while we foam it.
Foam I'm using is called Loctite. And I think this is for large gaps. I think that's what I grabbed. And I'm not trying to do it any kind of uniform way. I'm just putting it on, just coating the whole thing. And then you'll see in a little bit later that I'll let it sit for about 3-4 minutes, and it'll create a nice cured top coat, and where you can kind of manipulate it how you want to smash it down and pack it around, make it smooth if you can, and just making where the lines, you know, I'm trying to get rid of the lines and just make them all touch each other.
Yeah, and I like this foam because when it is cured, it's rock solid.
It's amazing stuff. It's fun.
It is fun. I love foam. Yeah, the reason we just started making things out of foam is the guy from Stiltbeast Studios kind of inspired us, and we just started making it our own. Spraying water on it does help it cure quicker, so we took that tip from him. You could see I tried to supply gloves, but as Keenan said,
I keep showing, look, see?
yeah, he shows his hands. That he doesn't get any of this stuff on him. I would say if you're gonna try this, wear gloves your first time, just in case.
We spray water on it, and it helps it cure. And kind of gets rid of the sticky a little bit too.
Yeah. When I sprayed it, it still had a little hydrogen peroxide left in it, and it turned it yellow. So there was, I mean, it didn't hurt the foam, it just changed color. But regular water won't do that.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Oh my, oh, you did not.
It looks like somebody peed on it though.
Don't eat yellow snow.
This was a fun thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It took us, what, all day? About 8 hours?
Well, yeah, to do the
Yeah.
hair, the everything. The only thing we had to do today was the fangs and the butt hanger.
And we worked together on it, so it wasn't like an individual project.
Yeah, it was awful doing individual, like never again.
It's fun.
Definitely.
So, pat in the butt.
Now this is fun. So I just bent the board. I unhooked the tape and the rubber bands. Sorry, not I.
It's all about you.
No. So it didn't cure because it wasn't exposed to oxygen. It's no big deal. We spray it with water. Keenan popped. And this is the coolest thing ever. So it was all cured inside, but the butt of the spider took shape of a real spider butt. Look at that. It did it all on its own. The perfect mistake. Happy accidents.
You were like, oh no. And I was like, it's fine.
I know, I was like freaking out because I wanted a big round booty, and then I was like, oh no. We want a pointy butt. So it worked out.
And we just left it open. There's no reason to fill it with foam or anything because of that
It won't
foam is
cure.
hard. That foam is hard anyway.
Yep, hard as a rock, will last forever.
Here comes the legs.
Yeah, the leftovers from Keenan's pumpkin.
That I cut all apart. We're just gluing them back together.
Yeah, yep.
Heating them back together, I should say.
And we didn't let any go to waste. It was so perfect, and there was just enough left for 8 spider legs.
Now, after doing this, and the way we did it, if we had full noodles, we could have just done it that way.
Right.
But I don't know.
We had to make them whole
This is
again.
our first spider, so I mean, always gonna find things you could have, should have done.
Right.
After you finish something.
It's a whole part of learning. We were brainstorming how we were going to do this.
Yeah, which direction we wanted them.
Mhm.
So I wanted the back ones pointed almost back, behind, towards the back end.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of want to cut those holes at an upward angle, if that makes any sense.
Well, you want to do a little triangle. So Keenan cut a little triangle.
I'm talking about the hole with the...
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
But yeah, you cut a little triangle at the joint underneath and then fold it over
Yep.
and heat gun it.
Look at that butt. Sorry, I'm just really happy.
So this is where I was like thinking we were just gonna not hair the legs, and you were like telling me afterwards, no, I want hair on the legs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
this foam, if exposed to sunlight and the elements, will break down over the years. When you see us put the hair on, you'll see why it will kind of help it last. And I think it would look weird to have like a hairy body and bald legs.
Now you could probably put some armature wire in it. I was gonna look into doing that, but the way we were just gonna hang it, I just didn't feel like it need posable legs or anything. But,
Right.
so
Well, and also armature wire, well, not aluminum armature wire, it can be expensive.
you just hot glued those in, right?
Yeah, so we kind of shoved them in pretty far in, and I did hot glue it to kind of hold that upright shape and to just kind of hold them in place. I wouldn't say they're like permanent, but I think with the hair and the silicone, it would,
Yeah.
help keep it permanent. But yeah, this spider kind of reminds me of Aragog from Harry Potter, Hagrid's furry spider.
Nerd.
Aragog.
Yeah. So yeah, I cut triangles on the bottom of them and I just heat it up and bend it over.
I think we did, you know, pretty good getting it anatomically correct.
Oh yeah, I was cutting at an angle the feet, or the end of the legs. Feet? Is that what you...
Yeah, spiders have feet. Do spiders wear sneakers? Yeah, they have little foots with hooks, something like that.
What?
Oh, and Keenan's
Oh, yeah.
notching out so the piping can kind of fit inside the hollow. What?
Squirrel. Oh, you keep getting sidetracked with talking to Yami.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Anyway, you cut notches out to fit into the center of the holes.
Melt them right in with the heat gun.
Mm-hmm. Easy peasy. No adhesive.
And if it doesn't fit in there right, you can always just shove a little more foam in the whole area.
Yeah, we did that for one because it was a little...
I had two separate pieces. One tube was bigger than...
Yeah.
You know, I had a smaller tube and a big tube, and it just didn't fit right.
All right, so the hair I got from Amazon, I got 1 yard, and I cut it exactly in half, laid it over the spider. I cut in between the legs because I want to be able to wrap it around to its belly. So I did that, and then I removed it because the outside, like the body of the fur, we're gonna, I think, glue it on last. Nope, we did. Yeah, we did it last. So we're showing that part. I guess we already haired the legs at this point, but we're gonna show you how we haired the legs.
Oh, did you put it out of order?
Possibly. Oops.
Possibly. Oops.
Oops, a daisies.
But that's one.
So
toupee.
Yeah, that we're using clear caulking silicone. Is it all-purpose?
I think it was kitchen. Bath. I mean, it doesn't matter really.
Yeah, because you don't want to use a hot glue gun. If it's hot out, especially, you know, where we live, it will melt. The fur would melt off. And what's great about silicone, it does cure pretty fast, sticks pretty well. Yeah, so we did the, I don't know, we did do the legs first, I guess.
Yeah, we did. We did the legs.
We're doing spider surgery.
So we just siliconed all down the legs and then wrapped the hair around it and taped them up. Taped around it to hold it. So, oh, it's showing up.
Definitely a 2-person job. I did like tack the hair on with a hot glue gun so we wouldn't glue it on unevenly. So that way it would just make this part a little bit quicker. It did help a lot. It does look like spider surgery. He broke his legs.
Look, all 8 legs. Michael over there just judging our work.
I know. He's not impressed.
This is stupid.
Nuh-uh. We should be almost done here, guys. Sorry it's a little long, but, you know, we wanted to show the full process because our last 2 videos were a little bit too short. And here I'm unbandaging everything. Lord.
So the body, the big hair body piece, you cut up in between where the legs were going.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and then I glued it in between the legs down to the belly. Also with this hair, it does go in one direction. So if you do this at home, just be sure to kind of shake the fabric and it will show you the direction.
That's just a clear ornament, Christmas ornament. And just spray paint the inside on black or whatever color you want. Red. We almost did like a fluorescent color, but changed our mind.
Yeah. But I did put the link in the description below where you can get these halved clear Christmas balls if you want to make eyeballs of any kind. It's like an assorted size pack.
So I just beaded silicone around it, the base of it, and then we just pushed the hair around it, and it stuck really well.
And again, you know, we're using silicone because hot glue gun, if it gets hot, the eyes would just probably melt off. But we were using those fangs as a reference.
Yeah. There's a gazillion different, spider breeds or whatever you call them. Just kind of mix and match what you want.
Yep. Keena's chilling. And this is the same way I did the teeth for the pumpkin. I didn't show that in my video. I do apologize, but you'll now be able to see I carved the fangs out, and we're using very what grit? Very strong grit sandpaper.
I don't remember the number, but it's
rough.
Pretty rough.
Really rough. And that's all we used. We didn't use anything fancy, no Dremels. Keenan's off standing to the side.
Am I?
Yeah, you're off camera.
I thought I was holding it for a second. Oh, I'm handing you stuff. Yeah, because I sanded one down too.
Yeah.
And then I handed it to you.
Yeah.
So finish it.
Well, it wasn't even with mine, so.
Well, aren't we just perfect?
No, I needed symmetry. Get out of here. Sorry, I'm talking to a cat.
What are you guys doing? Mind if I just lay right here in front of the computer?
Yeah. And same thing with these teeth. I poke it with a hot glue gun. I stick a shish kebab stick into it. And then I'm pushing it down into the foam to hold it because I'm going to seal it with wood glue.
Yeah, because I was going to spray paint them, so you can't really do spray paint on straight foam and just eat it.
Yep.
So you have to put something on it. So wood glue is cheapest and best way to seal that up so you can paint it.
Yep.
I mean, you can just use regular acrylic paint or whatever, I guess, but right on it, right? If you wanted to.
It would peel off over time. With wood glue, it's like cement. It will never come off. I have an issue with, I want to make things last forever.
Yeah, maybe
it's an obsession.
It's gonna sit in the back for a year. It's gonna drag out again.
Well, unless if we decide to keep it out all year. So I'm doing hot glue and silicone for double reinforcement. And then we're just letting them cure. Keenan whipping up the spider web.
It's like a Hill movie.
Yeah.
Probably too young to remember that.
And then I'm zip tying the legs because, if we got a storm, I don't want him getting spun in his own web. And also it just keeps his legs nice and even. And we used Loctite spray adhesive to create the miniature spider webs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's is it Loctite?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It's Loctite spray adhesive. It comes out like spider webs. It's amazing. We hope you like the making of the giant spider. Items that we used will be in the description box below. Have a great week.